festival being so affordable compared to the other festivals happening around?
I'm going to be very blunt about this. I'm a creative guy. For finances and budgets, you've got to talk to that man there, Jaideep. It is an expensive proposition. I don't say it's not. And sponsorship revenue is a huge part of putting together a music festival like this. And of course, ticket sales contributes as well, bar sales contributes as well. But we wouldn't be able to do this without the support of the sponsors that we have for events like this. And I'm really happy to see that we've jumped up with the number of sponsors we have and partners that we have on board at Supersonic this year. And all of them are coming to the party with something unique, and they try to integrate with the festival and do some fun stuff around the festival. Tuborg and Absolute, both of them are bringing iconic global bars to Supersonic. They're building their own bars over here, and you can see them coming up. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Where do you see Supersonic 5 years from now? What are you looking at?
Why don't we talk 5 years from now? I know in 9 years from now, I'd like to be at 17 stages with camping as well. We'll definitely have camping by our fifth year. And I'd like to see a certain live element coming into Supersonic as well. I'd like to just increase the spectrum of music that we're offering to fans and see how they react to it.
And lastly, you spoke about hosting one country every year. I think it was Malaysia last year.
Last year we did Malaysia. We haven't been able to carry that through this year, but we plan to bring that back next year. We've already figured out which country we're going to do, but can't share the bit right now.
Okay. Another thing is, any genre that you feel is the next big thing in here and hasn't been got enough recognition with the festival?
The thing is, I don't know what the next big thing is, but I'm certain that EDM is dead. I'm certain that the music genre that we know today as EDM is finished. People have already started listening to other forms of music, and in a couple of years' time, there will be something else that's really big. And when you look back at it and go, where did this come from? You'll realize that people started listening to it sometime around now. But the fact that dance music is doing really well for itself, that is undeniable as well. So dance music is never going to die. It's only going to get bigger and bigger globally. But the sound that is being called EDM, I think that's done. That's it.
How are you managing to keep the festival so affordable compared to the other festivals happening out there? Because Nikhil told me to ask you this, you know.
I think it's also about we have a large setup here, so we get our efficiencies of scale in terms of how we go about doing production. There is also the leverages you have in terms of talent discussions using your Vh1 relationships across the globe to an extent. And I think if you ask me to keep the festival in the right place, the kind of pricing we have makes you keep the. We are not right now into a way that we want to make too much money out of it. We are establishing the brand, so we are okay with this pricing. Helps me keep this festival financially viable for us. That's the way I would put it. So this kind of pricing keeps the festival viable for us. And I think as you move forward, the pricings will change for sure. But as of now, this pricing is the right pricing for us to at least have a sustainable, financially viable festival. One thing which also helps to an extent to us is the brand interest. These brands, if you see, we've got around 12-14 sponsors this year. These brands work with us and they have faith in the kind of work we do. So that also helps us bring the value a little lower for the consumer. And because the brands are supporting the space, so the pricing which you want to charge the consumer can be really balanced out. So we always try to do the balance, and let's not overcharge too much. Let's not go after in the initial phases of the brand build-up, taking up too much of profit, but build the place and build the brand and get more audience. That's the way it is. As of now, the bottom line from my side would be that it's a financially viable initiative for us.
And what are plans for expansion? Are you looking into getting into other countries or somewhere down the line?
I think there are a couple of new things we'll announce soon for the next year plan. Plans are year long, as I said. You have Steve Aoki happening in January, and there are a couple of other things we'll announce very soon. There are a few new things in the dance or music space as such, which we will introduce, which are going to make sure that the experience goes to multiple cities. So I think next year focus would be to add on a couple of technology ideas to increase the reach of the music scene. Add on more cities. We'll want to take our campuses and club nights into a couple of at least 4 to 5 more cities. Increase the reach of it, which also helps us expand the play more for the brand. And going to other markets is a very open thought for us. I think initially to start with in Middle East and Southeast Asia to very open buckets, which we would like to explore in near time. As of now, we haven't really decided about it.